back to my channel. I am back to share with you guys a design team project for Elegant Embellishments, and that is Dee's store. I will have the link to Dee's YouTube channel as well as her Zibbit store, and you guys can go over and check out some of these really awesome goodies that you can use to alter your projects. And this is my second design team project for the month and my last one, so I really want to say a very big thank you to Dee for asking me to be a guest designer for January. I had such a great time creating with all your beautiful items, and I really hope that you like all the items that I've created. So with that being said, let me share with you what I made. This is it. And it is an altered embroidery hoop. And if you guys missed my first design team project for the month, I will have a card up here as well as linked down in the description box below for you guys to check that video out. But here is the front side of this embroidery hoop. It is a 6-inch embroidery hoop. And this is the back. So there is a lot going on here, so let me try to share with you what I did to create this. So first, this is one of those plastic embroidery hoops. I picked this up from Walmart, and it was like a bright yellow. And I went ahead and just used my black chalk paint, and I painted that all the way around. You do have to be careful because any type of sharp object or even your nail, you can basically take the paint off. So I think I have to put a sealer on it. So after I did that, I covered it with paper, the front and the back. And this is just a circle that I traced before I put the hoop together, and then cut that out so it fit exactly back here. So this paper is I can't remember the name of it, but it's crepe paper, and it's something that I've had in my stash since last year, so I really wanted to use it. So on the front here, this is purely decorative, so that's why I do have these two really thin ribbon up here so the recipient can hang it on the wall if they wish. So after I put the paper down, I laid down this cotton Venice lace that comes in the kit, and as you can see, it is a gorgeous shade of red, and I used my distress stain in the candied apple and colored that, so I got a really rich vibrant red, which is my favorite tone of red. And then after I laid that down, I took some of the elements from the kit. So here is that burlap bag again, and I just used a couple of different size hearts and I cut those out. I also used the 3D flower applique, and as you can see, it's pink, and I did use a distress stain for that as well in the spun sugar, and colored that up. And all these laces take the color really, really well, and look how gorgeous that is. So it does come in a 2-piece. I just went ahead and cut it up the middle and laid that right here, tucked underneath a couple of spots. You can't see it over here because of the flower cluster, but it is more of that doily. I just had a couple of like pieces of it, so I just kind of tucked them in randomly. So tucked behind here, this is the white Venice applique with 4 organza flowers and stamen. So in my last project, you would have seen that I used them similarly by taking them apart, and when I was kind of arranging everything, I noticed that these look like hearts, like the petals. So I just have 2 of them peeking up back here. And then you see this gorgeous green, blue, teal color, and I wanted to match what was in the paper. And I used a distress ink in the evergreen bough, and it did a beautiful job of coordinating with the background paper. So I did take it apart. I actually dyed the organza part this time as well, and laid that down towards the center. And then I have some of these, I don't know what material it is. I got those from Hobby Lobby this year, just to tie in all the hearts and Valentines together. One of the other things that I knew I really wanted to have on this embroidery hoop is a flower cluster. So I pulled out my Wild Orchid Craft flowers in various shades of pink. I have one white, I think that's the magnolia flower, and some red. And here are some lilies. And I did use my Spectrum Noir glitter pen to make them all shimmery. I don't know if you can see that. And then, of course, I did my little curlicues with the stamens, or the stems. And then over here, I'm sure you guys are wondering what is going on over here. But what I did was, this is the a-la-carte, the white cotton dangle lace. That's what I called it. And this is what it originally looks like. So basically what I did was I cut, I believe, like right here, because if you cut down any lower, all these little fringy parts will come apart. And then I rolled it like I would a normal tassel, and this is actually some glittered washi, and I cut those into thin strips and wrapped it around to form a tassel. So I just hung 3 of those right here. And I think they're so super cute, and it gives movement to the hoop. So then I took the remaining piece of this lace. So I did have the top of this left. So I just kind of cleaned up the edges and tied a bow right here for the center. And then here is that beautiful a-la-carte item. This is the flat back rhinestone cameo, and it is actually a dangle. I just snipped that part off and just used the cameo piece. And I love the bling of it. It is so pretty. And then one of the last things that I did was I added this a-la-carte item, which is like the Chinese braid, and I put that all the way around. But as you can see, I ran out up here, so I just took this tiny daisy trim that I have, and it just goes from here to just finish that off before I added the bow. So on the back, this is a little bit more, I guess, elegant or shabby chic. It has a totally different look to it than the front, but this is from that same paper collection. It has those tiny little hearts with the black polka dots. I thought it was so cute. So what I did was, this is the cotton embroidered lace panel, and I actually cut it up because I really only had pieces left, and kind of jigsaw pieced them together and back that with some pink cotton, so it gave it some stability, because the only thing that's really holding the embroidery together is, it's like a really fine netting. And I did want the pocket to be just the shape of this panel, so I adhered that. It's just adhered here and here, so this does create a pocket. And I haven't filled it up with anything yet, but I will do that before I send this out. And then I had to use this absolutely beautiful white Venice applique with silk flowers and rhinestone centers. And this is actually the end piece right here, but I didn't want it to overhang so that you could see the back side of this when it was attached to it. So I just snipped that off and then just put it right here to just kind of keep it all in one project. And right underneath that, I just used a little portion of that white Venice applique with the organza flower, and I really just wanted to kind of have something, I guess, layer in the front so that this wasn't so obvious hanging down on the opposite side, and I hope that makes sense. So I put that there. This is part of the one that I did dye with my distress ink. And then here is the stamen part, and I just have that attached up here. And this is just from my stash because I did want to clean up the edge of it. So that is what I created for Elegant Embellishments. I hope you guys like what I created. Let me know what you guys think. This is a little bit different than what I normally create. I don't really mix all these colors together, but because I had some of the colors of these hearts showing, I just went for it. So I really hope you guys like it, and please make sure to go over and visit Dee's Zibbit store and make sure to use the code MIMI5 and you will receive 5% off for your entire purchase. I believe that ends at the end of the month. So I thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye everyone.